Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So we're going to be talking about more information on the Paranormal Stuff Pack, and this is going to be all through Twitter from the SimGuru. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Insane Star asks, can the Sims faint if they're too terrified? Like how it is in The Sims 3 on any Sim who has the coward trait? And SimGuru Connor replies with, Sims who are terrified, the more advanced version of scared, will occasionally hunker down and curl up for a while in a haunted house. I think the animation plays early in the trailer. Then Insane Star does do a screenshot of early on in the trailer when it plays, and SimGuru Connor confirms, yeah, that's the one. This one only plays when Sims are way too scared. Next, Teresa asks, very cool, I hope the monster under the bed now has a scared moodlet. And SimGuru Connor says, I'm 99% sure I got the scared of monster buff included. Okay, that's good. That's definitely one. That would make a lot of sense. Next, Kalipo Sims asks, can we scare our Sims to death? And Connor says, no, scared to death. Sorry, but haunted houses still have ways of killing your Sims. This is just an absolutely baffling design decision to me. This just seems such an obvious thing to include. If I was making the scared emotion, easily one of the first things I would think of is, oh, yeah, obviously Sims need to be able to be scared to death. We have a laughter death in the game, so it's just, what the heck? I mean, they put in some sort of death for haunted houses, yet they didn't do something as basic as that. I would have just rather had the scared to death over haunted houses killing my Sims. I'd really love to get into these game designers' heads so I could try to understand how they've made these sorts of decisions, because there are cases like this one where it seems like the explanation is not as simple as, oh, there wasn't the budget for it, or, oh, it's laziness. This seems like a deliberate decision where it's like, okay, they chose this sort of elaborate thing over something that seems more obvious to just include. Next, Magnusy asks about any cross-pack integration with Snowy Escape, and Connor says adrenaline seekers might find some of the scares rather enjoyable. Alright, I think that's pretty cool. Even though lifestyles are a feature that's exclusive to Snowy Escape, I think they should still be integrated with other packs. Coda asks, what was the special advantage you said spellcasters will have in this pack? And Connor replies, it's a small advantage. Spellcasters gain medium skill faster due to their familiarity with mystic arts. The medium skill is very useful for living in a haunted house, and the sooner a sim masters it, the easier it is for everyone. I'll go into more detail on the medium skill next week. I think this is also pretty great. I can easily imagine myself using spellcasters alongside paranormal stuff, and I'm glad that it is just a little boost to the medium skill rather than them just knowing the medium skill and having it maxed out right from the start, because then that would take challenge away from building that skill up. Then Disha says, OMG, this makes me even more excited. What's this about an oddity collector? And Connor says it's a special cell interaction on Haunted Treasure that provides fame. That's interesting that it provides fame. I guess it is just like selling to a collector when you sell a painting. So yeah, another way to make a famous sim. I love all the integration that Get Famous has with both base game and pack content. Examira99 says, awesome blog, SimGuru Connor. Some of my questions are answered, thank you. Just a quick question, can we now have a ghost baby? Just asking for my Sims. And Connor says, no ghost babies, but you can always make real babies with our new Stuff Pack Sims. This I find really disappointing too, because if they don't add the ability to have ghost babies now, I don't think they're ever going to do it. This seems like such a perfect opportunity to do that. Fat Girl Unicorn asks, is there a cemetery feature? And SimGuru Connor replies with, sorry, no cemeteries in this pack, but I'd love to see them someday too. Yep, I totally called this one. I had a feeling they were just going to focus on haunted houses and not put in a cemetery lot, since we're already getting that one haunted house lot type too. So, I don't know. I guess maybe alongside a werewolves pack we could still get them. or maybe if we do get the Grim Reaper freelancer career in a game pack, then yeah, I guess it would be a more obvious fit for that pack than even paranormal stuff. So I still have a little bit of hope that they could come someday, but we really should have had cemeteries when the game first came out. Berkey asks, will there be a new aspiration? And Simguru Ninja says, no new aspiration in this pack. I am personally okay with this. Stuff packs usually don't come with an aspiration. If I remember correctly, Nifty Knitting is the only one that ever has. And aspirations, I feel, just aren't really that great in The Sims 4 anyways. So, yeah, if it was a game pack or an expansion pack, then okay, yeah, maybe then it would be a bigger deal. But for paranormal stuff, I don't think so. In the case of this pack, it would probably just be a glorified tutorial anyways. Another Plumbob says, new Brave trait. It will be a reward trait, so it won't take up one of the 3 trait slots. And Simguru Connor replies, yeah, I wanted every sim to have the opportunity to be brave. I still would have rather had Brave be selectable from Create a Sim. I just don't think Brave is a trait that necessarily needs to be restricted to the reward traits, especially considering rewards are often forgotten in this game with this whole reward store thing. So I think in my case, I'm just going to be cheating the trait onto them anyway. Now that we overall do have more traits than we did when The Sims 4 first came out, I think it would be a smart move to expand the number of traits we can assign in Create a Sim to 4 instead of just 3. I'm not including the aspiration bonus trait in that count, or the reward one that you get for completing the aspiration. Purple Rain Pearl asks, and another question too with the ghosties. What other color emotions are used for them? I see red for angry and green for happy. Is there a sad ghosty? Sad equals blue. Is there a pink ghosty for flirty? And Connor replies, the color of the specter depends on how haunted the current lot is in most cases. Green specters are friendly, blue specters are kind of indifferent, and red specters are kind of what you imagine. I think there is one more specter type lurking somewhere though. I think that sounds pretty interesting, and he's not giving away everything, so I think that could be a good way of really showing just how haunted your house is. Alright, so onto all the Bonehilda stuff. Cat Lover Player says, I'm hoping she can clean and fix appliances like she could in Sims 2 and Sims 3. Connor says, she can fix appliances too, and once she's done with her chores, she'll hang out with your Sims. And Sim Raven asks, can we woohoo with her? And Liz Stands Among Us says, I was just about to tweet you this. Is this implying Bonehilda can get some? And Connor says, in case my ambiguity, I'm sorry, I'm not very good at saying that word, was too subtle, Bonehilda can be woohooed with. Whatever you're into, she's into as well. I'm not really into that sort of woohoo stuff, but good for those who would want to do that. And it's good that Bonehilda doesn't just immediately disappear after finishing her chores. Next, Luddy Simmer asks, can she drink a glass of water and create a puddle? And Connor replies, it was one of the first things I added, honestly. That and other maids reacting to her presence. Okay, that's gonna be pretty cool. I'd love to see Bonehilda scare just the normal maids in the game. And that is pretty funny that, yeah, just drinking will go right through her, basically. Ella says, hi, I need more info on Bonehilda. Can I buy her? Is she still my maid? Will she clean the house? Take care of the kids and do everything she did previously? And Connor says, she'll clean your house, fix anything broken, garden, and lay out food for your Sims to name a few. She doesn't cost money either. I'll go more into what she's capable of in the next blog too. That's pretty much what I would expect her to do, since that's what Bonehilda is. She is like a different version of the maid or the butler. Next, Raphael says, this pack is amazing, incredible, the best! But I have a question. Does Bonehilda sleep in her coffin? And Connor says Bonehilda is summoned through the seance table this time around. more on that in the next blog. So I'm taking this as there is no coffin with Bonehilda this time around, which I find absolutely ridiculous, and I think might be the worst aspect of this pack so far. I mean, it doesn't break the pack for me, but it's just another one of those baffling design decisions where it's just like, really? Come on. That'd be like making a Sonic game where he doesn't wear any shoes and can't go fast, and, well, he kinda did that in Sonic Labyrinth. He still wears shoes, but they are ones that actually slowed him down, and Sonic Labyrinth did not go over well. So it does remind me of that situation. And since the stuff pack is going to come out very soon, it's not like they can go back and add a coffin. We have to rely on modders for that now, so that really sucks. We shouldn't have to. I'm not against the option of being able to summon Bonehilda from the Seance table, but I don't want that to be the only one. If we had both the coffin and the Seance table, then I think that would make sense. Maybe they just didn't have enough time with the stuff pack's budget to make a coffin, even though I can't imagine it being that difficult. Catchers91 asks, can Bonehilda move into the household or as a roommate? And Connor says, Bonehilda can't move in, she's got places to be. I've seen many people get really upset over this, and I can't really understand it, because in the previous games, Bonehilda does not move in to your household or is a playable sim. Like I said earlier, she is comparable to the maids and the butlers, where she comes out of her coffin, she does her job, she kind of hangs around for a little bit, but then when she's not really active doing anything, she just went back into her coffin. So I'm assuming what happens is that she just goes back into the crystal ball in the seance table when there's nothing for her to do. Overall, I am still looking forward to this pack, and I still think it potentially could be a pretty high tier stuff pack, but I just knew that there would be some sort of shortcoming, so can't say I'm surprised, even though the specifics, I'm just like, whoa, okay. Some of these design decisions are really weird. But, yeah, I think it still should be a good pack overall. I don't think it will have as much replay value as Tiny Living and Nifty Knitting, since it is more niche than those two, in my opinion. But for a cult-specific gameplay, I still hope it will be a decent pack. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know in the comment section below what you think of paranormal stuff so far, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulation games and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!